Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Critics, back with another movie review. Um, Today we got Baby Boy. Right off the bat, amazing cast. Tyrese Gibson, very talented actor, does a great job portraying the character of whoever that was. I forgot his name. Um, Snoop Dogg, also a pretty okay actor. I mean, he's not supposed to be an actor, but he's not a bad actor. I would say he's an okay-ish actor. He does a okay job portraying the character that he plays, which is actually quite minimal. Like, obviously, he has a role in the movie. It's not like he's just like a one and off kind of appearance, but his part doesn't even start until like half of the movie. So it's like you could have used him better, maybe, you know. And yeah, so well, I'm not getting into spoilers yet, but right off the bat, the movie is not amazing. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. Um, to the point where the movie kind of feels a bit all over the place. I think that's the word I would have to use to describe it. Um, well, the story makes sense. The story makes sense. It's not like the story has like no, like, it doesn't make any sense. The story makes sense, but it's not moving in the way you would expect it to move, where things happen and you just kind of keep wondering what is the point of this, sort of like that. um the story, there are a lot of cool scenes, so I have to say there are a lot of cool scenes, especially there's like, I can say these scenes, like, I won't get into spoilers here. There's a scene where Snoop Dogg and his boys, they all like get into a car, and then just like Snoop's driving and he's smoking. It's cool. Well, I guess traditionally cool, you know what I mean, right? um yeah. Other than that, there's, yeah, about the comedy in the movie. Comedy is, it's not the funniest movie. It's not very funny, I would even say. Because there's not much dialogue comedy. Instead, it's more focused on physical comedy. You know, um, an example of that I would like to provide here is in the movie. You can see it here as well. Like this scene, like you see this bicycle that he's riding. There's a scene. I won't get into like the why it happens and what happens after it, but there's a scene where Tyrese, well, that's not his character's name, but you know, he just gets on this cycle, and there's a reason why he gets on it, but like it's like a whole like pimped out kind of cycle, but it's like a children's cycle. He goes like this, like there's this one scene. Uh, I think there was a Family Guy cutaway where Peter rides like a children's bicycle. It's like that. So he's sitting like this, and then he just kind of like goes like he's trying to speed on the cycle, but it's very small, so it's like it's hilarious, it's funny. But I think the fact that they have to rely on physical comedy does suggest that the writing of it is not that amazing. So yeah, that's where my non-spoiler review of it ends. Now getting into spoilers. As I said, the story doesn't really make much sense. And also, the characters, obviously, they don't have to be likable, okay? I have to say this. Like, just not every story has to have a good guy and a bad guy. Um, but it's just the sort of perversion of the fact that you have Tyrese Gibson, who's portrayed as a good, normal person, and then he just kind of descends into a crappy guy, just a crappy person, because he cheats on his girlfriend, and then there's some themes of physical violence as well. But they're all played for laughs, and it's also the fact that um, the cheating on his girlfriend part where he justifies it, and I think even now, like some Well, it's not that some people, it's like some forms, like some movies, I guess. The thing that I'm trying to relate with this is there's a song by what's his name? Got his name. I think Lil Boogie. I think his name is Lil Boogie. Well, yeah, he has a song. You guys must have heard it. Shut up. It's called Shut Up. You guys must have heard it on TikTok. It's all over the place. Like, uh, where it's like missing you, Boogie, sort of like that. There's this one ad lib from there. That song in the beginning, it has the that the sound clip from there, uh, and it just doesn't feel that great. Obviously he used it there as a to be cool, whatever. But it's just kind of you know, it's not funny. That's it. It's not funny, and it's not made up to be funny either. I will have to say it's not like they were portraying it as funny, but at the end, the fact that they made it a sort of like necessary character trope for him, and it's not something that he ever recovers from or actually apologized to his girlfriend for properly, is just yeah, it left something to be desired, I suppose. Which is fine, but yeah, that's what I thought of it, anyways. Um, Other than that, there's not much to criticize in this movie, to be honest. Like, the thing is, there's not much substance in this movie. Um, One thing I really liked was Tyrese's character has a best friend. I guess no, it's not a best friend. It's like it's a good friend. I suppose. I suppose it's a best friend. Whatever. Um, his friend, it's a Mexican person, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was like a Mexican person, and there's this scene. Oh, you know what? There's not just this scene. It's just there's a few scenes with him, like 3 or 4 scenes with him and his friend, and those scenes I feel like are the funniest because that actor who isn't popular, I think he might be popular, but like he's not super popular to the point where you know his name. Um, that actor just he does a really good job. Like he does I think a better job than even Tyrese Gibson, not just portraying the character but just like just being funny. I don't know how to describe it because obviously being funny comes from writing, right? But here in this movie, for some reason, there's more physical comedy, as I said, and he just does a better job at showing that physical comedy, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, I liked it. It was fine. You can watch it. In fact, I would even suggest you watch it. I mean, it's not that bad, and it's not like you will just regret it or anything. You'll be like, ah, it's a good movie. Um, Other than that, it's not amazing. So my rating for this would be 6 out of 10. I think that's where most people would put it. So yeah. So yeah.